You are listening to the Wild Man Podcast.
Being recorded.
Thank you for choosing the Wild Man Podcast. Today we have the lovely guests of Unnecessary Surgery. If you guys can introduce yourself and say what you do in the band.
John, vocalist.
I'm Dennis. I do drums live, not on the recordings, and I play guitar.
I'm Dave. I play guitar, lead guitar.
Oh, yeah. So my first question for you guys is, how did you guys all form together? I know it's a basic question, but like, in case people don't know.
Well, I started writing music for this maybe about 2008 or 2009. I had 8 or 9, 10 songs. I had a dozen songs for maybe 10 years or so. After that, I mean, I was in various other bands. I didn't have time to do anything with it. I mean, I wanted to have a band where I played guitar because I got sick of playing drums. And plus, I was playing in a black metal band, Hod, and I needed an outlet for death metal. Like, I needed the death metal there. I had to be playing it some way, shape, or form. And so I started writing all this music, and it just sat for a long time. I got married, I had kids, and got a family, house, all that good shit. But I started jamming in other bands. I got back together with Pete from Mortality. We started Holy Hell. Then that kind of, it's like Holy Hell is Holy Hell, and then we do Mortality now. And then I joined up with Cheese Grater Masturbation, and started doing other stuff, playing drums for this person, like just recording stuff. And then Dave came into the picture, into Cheese Grater. And after we had been jamming a little bit in surgery, like we just like, hey, you want to come play guitar for this? Yes. Okay. And so we just started doing it. And I started making the demo. It was all just me. I did all the guitars and bass and some of the vocals. John wrote a lot of the lyrics and did the vocals. And we had Gabe do the drums. He was like a friend. Gabe Sieber, yeah, he was like a friend of a friend. He got kind of hooked up that way. I'm so lucky to be jamming with that dude. I mean, he's one of the greatest drummers out there now, and he's currently working on our full length. We're just doing studio time back and forth and stuff, sending tracks and all that stuff. But it's gonna be good. It's coming out great. But yeah, I mean, we all just ended up in the band together. We've all known each other for a long time, for decades.
Yeah, me and Dennis, we've been playing in bands together for 20 years, and this is kind of coming out of the back end of jamming for years. He had this band going for a while, and I kind of stopped playing shows. I did the same thing, had kids, had a wife, just whatever, and stopped playing shows for about 10 years. And then after a while, Dennis asked me if I would learn some songs and helping out with a few shows, and that kind of just went into me playing more shows. And then before I knew it, I was joining more bands. So I currently play in 4 bands now when I was just starting with 1. But yeah, Unnecessary Surgery has been our main focus, but we're all kind of split apart in a bunch of different bands. So we're kind of trying to get this done while still maintaining the momentum of some of these other bands we have going on.
What are some of the other bands you guys are in?
I currently play with Unnecessary Surgery. I play with Chaotic End, which is another band with John. I play in Cheese Grater Masturbation, which is another band with Dennis. And then I also play with Horror Bethlehem out of Austin as their second guitar player.
Oh, yeah. I definitely, like, ironically enough, I actually messaged Cheese Grater Masturbation. That's the funny part.
We're all kind of related.
Yeah, we and all the bands we all jamming. We've Mortality, Holy Hell, Cheese Grater, Horror Bethlehem, Unnecessary, all of it, Chaotic, and we all, every single one of us in all of these bands, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 people, we've all known each other most of our life, like half our lives. We all jammed together. We've all been friends for a long
All
time.
played shows together, all these
Yeah,
bands.
we all
I'm
played
sure
in
you know
great shows. Yeah.
Mike DeLeon, Austin San Marcos's own Mark DeLeon. He's an old friend of ours going way back. We used to play shows with Disfigured, and going back to like early 2000s. So all of us were all kind of like incestuous when it comes to band. We kind of just move around into everybody's bands. It's pretty funny.
Oh yeah. Who is the vocalist of Cheese Grater?
It's Jeff. He,
Oh,
it's Jeff Nichols.
Hellbound Jeff, yeah.
Hellbound Jeff.
Jeff.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah,
For
he's
some
been around in the scene since the 90s. He's like the original San Antonio pit master. He'll be down there thrashing them up. He's quite a local legend when it comes to the metal scene down here in San Antonio for going a long time.
That's how I met that guy. Like we were at I think it was Monstrosity at Wacky's, and the singer, and I think the second guitar player had to fly home to Florida that day, and it was only three of them playing Monstrosity, and it was just me and Jeff and like a couple other people in the pit, just thrashing around, fucking shit up, and that's how I met that dude. It was like 99 maybe or 2000, give or take, and yeah,
that is a very long time.
been a long time.
I was only 4 or 5 at that time.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're already playing shows way back then.
I mean, like we all could probably attest that brutal death metal. If we didn't have Death, Obituary, a Cannibal Corpse, like we wouldn't have the music we love now.
Yeah, I mean, early death metal was like
Yeah.
hard thrash metal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they started it all pretty much. Yeah.
I mean, these guys had their 90s band. Mortality was their 90s death metal band. It was
Yeah.
Dennis, Matt, and Dave. And then that kind of
Pete.
fell off. And then in the 2000s, they had Exulcerate. They did the Exulcerate stuff. So some of the Surgery material is kind of left over Exulcerate stuff that wasn't released yet. And Mortality.
Yeah, we have some songs that
been
are
jamming.
former Mortality songs and former Exulcerate songs that we're producing into new Unnecessary Surgery tracks. So they have a lineage that goes back to the late 90s death metal scene when we were in our youth and the kind of songs we were writing back then, because things have got a lot different now, but we still kind of maintain the roots of where we started musically instead of constantly changing and trying to chase whatever's going on at the time. We kind of just stick to our guns.
Oh yeah. So like back in like with this stuff being how you guys write, what is like the main inspiration how you guys write? Do you watch horror movies to get like thoughts going, or like I know every band's different. Like some people take some stuff from personal life, some people take it from like news outlets, which is crazy. I don't understand why you would do that. But like but like how do
we
you
don't
write?
we don't dip into that political nonsense. Right? It's
We
just
we just we pretty much jam it out. We're a jam it out kind of. It's a very organic process. It's not very strict and rigid and written. It's more of like, we bring things to each other, we check them out, and we bounce it off each other and gauge what's best instead of just deciding on our own what it is. And most of this stuff is written by Dennis, and it kind of, like I said, it shares some DNA from all the projects we've done over the years. So it's got kind of a sound that kind of incorporates all these bands that he's played in throughout his time, because he's mainly a drummer most of his career, and as of the last 10 years started doing guitar more, and but he still ends up being the drummer for a lot of bands because there's kind of a lack of drummers in San Antonio.
Yeah, that's definitely what's up. Like it's cool to see like you guys integrate everything you've learned over the years and put it into one big pile, and you guys can help each other with everything possible.
Yeah, it's just my influence comes from everywhere. I mean, I wouldn't say I play with a specific influence. I just play. I mean, I don't try to sound like anything. I just play. Oh, that beat works here. That let's do this beat right here. It just comes out. I don't really have any kind of process or like no thoughts in mind really. It writes itself basically. Like it just we'll jam for a little bit, just like what was that you just played, like that sort of thing, and we'll go back with it. We'll make an audio recording, we'll record it, play it back, and listen to it. Okay, let's do this here, do that. I mean, it's just it's there's no real formula. It just comes out.
Other than that, it's got to be brutal as fuck. I mean,
Yes.
that's part of the fun.
No harmonies, no pretty little clean guitars, none of that shit. Just ugly ass fucking brutal death metal. That's it.
As far as lyrics go, that put a check on the box for horror movies for sure. That happened to me last night. I was watching something right before I passed out. It was like something clicked, and I was like, "Oh, that's it. That's the one. That's the lyric. That's this. That's the song right there." So yeah, horror movies for me for sure. I'd check that off. Yeah, for
definitely in the lyrics department. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
I love my horror movie influenced bands because like, I'm working on a band and like lately, like I've been smoking pot and just fucking watching horror movies from all over, and like I'm just like, and I need to lay off the pot.
Yeah, who says? He's staring at the screen for an hour. Oh yeah, what was I doing?
Like I think before the interview, me and my old lady were sitting there eating dinner, and we were watching Friday the 13th Part 6, and she's like, "Why are we watching this?" I was all like this. Oh no, I just feel like I gotta get some motions going because my other bandmate's been like on my ass.
Yeah, Part 6 is pretty deep. That's deep in there.
Jason Lives, right? That's the one with the grave resurrection with the lightning. And comes out of the coffin. Yeah, it comes out of the coffin, resurrects from the coffin. There's some good kills in that one.
Dug him up.
Yeah, he like spears somebody in a Volkswagen. Yeah. Somebody's got to get thrown through a window in a Jason movie. I haven't seen that one in a while. I haven't had the time to sit down and watch Jason 6 in a while, but it's sitting on my shelf just waiting for me, The whole DVD, Blu-ray box set.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like so you guys are writing a full length, or is this gonna be another EP?
Well, it's already written. It's just in the process of being recorded.
Yeah.
Like I was saying earlier, most of the music has been written for at least
before COVID, at least
years, at least a decade, at least. Yeah, there's only one or two in there that are less than 5 years old, maybe. So it's all been floating around up here, for a while. Just haven't had time and haven't had any luck with drummers being able to play it. I'm kind of picky, and it's death metal the way I want to hear it. Is the way I wrote it. It's just like, and it has to be played a certain way. There's there's give and take with, okay, that accent sounds okay there. I didn't mean for that, but that sounds good. But the certain stuff that he does, and it adds to it. And like my oldest song, the very first song I wrote, he sent me back a recording of it, and that is badass. Like it's somewhat of a new take on a song that I wrote 17 years ago and completed 17 years ago. It's pretty much like the way I wrote it, but he added his own little flavor to it. So it's fantastic. It's breathing new life into this old ass music. It's old now. it's been,
we're basically trying to get these songs that have been sitting on the backlog for all these years recorded and out, so we can get to these tracks that we've been working on more currently, as well as some other deep cuts we want to release. So trying to get this release out so we can get right back into the studio and get some more tracks going for next year.
Oh yeah, that's definitely what's up. Like, it's cool to see. Like, I love the EP you guys put out. Like, I think I jammed it at work today because like I try to listen to every like band I interview. I try to listen to it, get a headspace for it. And one of my coworkers laughed because he's like, "I think I just joined your jam." I was like, "What do you mean you joined my jam?" He's all like this. I don't know what you're listening to, but I fuck with it.
Hell yeah.
With it. Yeah. It's everything, man. It's got the groove. It's got the blast. It's got the it's got it all for me, anyways. Like I wrote all this music for me, and I like listening to it. I wrote it the way I want to hear it, so why wouldn't I listen to it, right?
Oh yeah, like
Yeah,
Brutal
something
Death.
that we kind of go for in this band is clarity and being able to discern the riffs, being able to discern the mix. Because
Yeah.
far too often in this genre, bands forget that people want to actually hear what you're playing and bury their mix in a lot of static or just don't mix it in a way where people can actually hear it.
Or
So it's
compress
harder
the
for
shit
people
out of
to
it.
enjoy these albums if you can't discern what they're playing. So it's important that the picking is sharp and the riffs are heard and the kicks are heard and the snare is heard and it's all mixed and balanced and sounds the way it should be, like an album, instead of just kind of like uh grungy and dirty and like unable to be heard. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, big time. Like brutal death metal is at all-time high. Like brutal death metal slam is picking up like a steam
Yeah,
train like no
for
other right
sure.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I
I mean,
remember.
I like some of that stuff, but it's hard to get into bands that play a variation of the same riff on every song. Every song is the same speed. Every song has the same formula. Every song, it just drives me nuts, man. And if there's anything I try to do with unnecessary surgery, is I try not to be that way. I don't want it to be so repetitive and so like every song is 240 or every song is 260 or it just, I try to, like, if a song, if I write it and it comes out the same speed as another song, it's like, well, let's try it, a little faster, a little slower to see how it sounds. Just to keep that. I'm not trying to make a mixtape. All the same, like that a DJ can spin records on, like, because they're all the same speed. You know what I'm saying? And it's all. I try to vary with the speeds, and every song has its own little feel to it. And that way, it's for me, it's easier to listen to stuff like that. And you listen to some of the brutal death and the slam that comes out now, it's badass. It's played well. It's written well, but a lot of it, I have found that it comes out being the same tempo over and over and over and over. Every song, same tempo,
Yeah.
and it just drives me nuts, man. It drives me crazy. Like, it's what, we listened to like 4 songs already. I thought that was the same one, and it's like, and so what? Album's over. It's just that's, if there's anything I try to do with this band, it's that is not be that, like, not be the same tempo, the same formula for every song. That's the only thing that I intentionally do. Really is that.
Definitely understand that. I definitely understand that. Like that's why like I'm part of a Facebook group like on Messenger, like the 50 guys. We all go to shows together, make sure we're good and everything. Like so we carpool. And they all listen to deathcore. And I'm the one in the middle who's always like this. I can't listen to the same shit. And he was like, they're
Yeah.
like, what do you mean? I'm like this. Okay. And I show him example. I'm like this. I'm gonna play this band and this band. You tell me which one's the real one. I was like this.
Yeah,
They
which one is
sound the
which?
same.
Yeah.
It's the vocal
Yeah, I
harmonics with
mean,
that shit.
with digital mixing and digital guitar rigs and triggered everything, most of recorded music these days is very formulaic, and they do a lot of, aligning to the grid and fixing errors and making it sound perfect. But, it kind of takes away the character of the music when you just make it so perfect it just sounds robotic. And even though playing and performing and making that tight and robotic is an important aspect to a band. When it comes to recording, it's a little more important to show some ebb and flow, a little more organic sounding, less to the grid, being able to perform something in a take and not having to align it and fix it in the end. I'd rather hear what a band's really capable of doing rather than something that's just been aligned to the grid and corrected. And so I can't really trust that that's a performance that they can actually do. You know what I mean? So keeping it organic is the appeal in this whole digital recording day and age for sure.
Oh yeah, I definitely agree with you there because like I think I've been talking to a lot of bands. Like I love talking to the older generation because like you guys understand there was a grind at one point. There was no digital. You had to put your own shit out. You had to go to a fucking studio, do
Yeah.
It
that
was
shit.
expensive, and you had to practice, and you couldn't go in the studio and make
Yep.
mistakes on as expensive as it was to record. So you had to have your shit ready to go back then. Nowadays, people can just cut it up, cut it and splice it, and do it in parts. But it's still the recording process is a lot more fun when you approach it like it's old school. When you go in there and you try to do your parts in one take and push through and make them as perform them as best as you can rather than relying on the studio to fix the errors for you. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Like
Yeah.
I know you guys are trying to play Shamrock Slaughterfest, correct?
Hell yeah.
Actually, we played with me and Dennis have played it this past year with Cheese Grater Masturbation. We played second stage. It was
Yeah.
probably the best fest I've ever played
Yeah.
or been to. It was an awesome fest.
It was
Circle pits the
fantastic.
whole time.
Yes, I had a lot of fun at that fest. That was one of the best, if not the best, that I've been involved with in a very long time. Yeah. Oh man, all the bands were great. Atmosphere was great. You didn't have people arguing, fighting, and none of that stuff. Everybody was super cool. Like the
Yeah,
promoters,
circle pits
the
the whole
sound guys
time.
were cool. Like you didn't have no attitude from nobody. Like it was
Yeah,
all around just great. It was great to be there. It had so much fun.
yeah.
Everybody
And
was easy
as
to
far as
talk to.
unnecessary surgery,
Yeah. You didn't have asshole bartenders. You didn't have some grumpy old sound guy. You didn't none of that shit. Yeah,
Yeah. That
everybody was super cool, man.
Usually Dave
yeah,
has to run up to the soundboard and try and get everything in block and then run back from the soundboard to the stage and then play. That's how it usually goes when we
Yeah.
do just about anything.
yeah. That fest, everything was very well put together, and
On point. Yes.
we would love for unnecessary surgery to play it for sure. Like the festival was awesome.
Oh yeah. Like I love Braxton. Shout out to him. Like I was supposed to come out last
Yeah,
year,
bro.
but I had some issues going on, and like I was like, I'm about to go to Florida for 2 weeks after the festival. I was like, I can't financially afford Florida and the festival.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then like he
Yeah, it
messaged
was a
me
great time.
before like the announcements were coming. He was like, "This, hey, I got you booked in for this year." I was all like, "This, okay, that wasn't even in a question," but I was like, "I guess I could put my vacation off."
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like
That's
I'm
awesome.
excited for it because like he's put so much heart and soul into that. I feel like it's gonna be like the most brutal death metal fest in the Midwest and the U.S.
Yep.
besides
I,
Texas
I saw
Animation Fest.
I saw the announcements that he made already, and I'm just I would very much like to go, even if I'm not playing. Like the bands that are
You know,
playing there, on the next one, some of my
well,
favorite bands already. He's got some great bands already, and it's not even the end of the year yet, so it's going
yeah,
to be a
for
good
a
one.
new fest right out of the gate to be that successful in their the very beginning is pretty rare because I've seen a lot of metal fests come right out of the gate in that first year and struggle. But Shamrock did it right. They had a huge crowd there. Like I said, circle pits the whole time. You know what I mean? Like the headliners were awesome. You know, Pyrexia and Incantation, all these awesome bands playing. You know what I mean? It was great. It was a great fest.
Oh yeah, I love the boys in Pyrexia.
Yeah, we like them.
They're so funny thing is with those guys is they played my like 45 minutes from my home state, like home like area, and like I was just chilling with Chris and all of them, and like we're outside the venue in Iowa where weed's illegal, and we're just chilling outside and smoking, and the
Oh
lady's
no,
like, "Should you guys be doing that?" And Chris looks over, he's like, "This is my nicotine."
Oh yeah.
And I was like, man, I've never been like that fucked up. Like I drove home and I was all like this. Oh man, I shouldn't have smoked 3 blunts with those guys.
yeah, let's do it. Guys are some idols of ours. Me and Dave have been jamming their songs since
Dude, all our lives.
forever.
Yeah.
At the club that Dave and Pete from Mortality had, it's called Wackies, way back in the day. That Sermon of Mockery CD was the only CD in the place. For some reason, after every band, the band would quit and be like, "Thank you, good night," and then you'd hear the fucking Sermon of Mockery come on. In between every band,
every night that way.
I heard that fucking CD 4,000 times over those years. And we knew the music so well. Like we sat down and played a few of the songs one day. Oh shit, we know the songs.
So, yeah, we first met those guys back at what was it, 2003 Jersey Metal Fest, I think. And
then, Asbury Park. Yeah.
Yeah, Asbury Park back then with Mortality, and then once it came back around, we opened for Pyrexia. What was it, last year? I think little Texas run. Pyrexia
years ago, yeah.
We opened some shows for them, and then we saw them again at Shamrocks. We're cutting it up, chopping it up.
Yeah,
old times and whatnot. So it was good to see those guys.
We even played with them way back in Corpus in Catastrophic when they had that band with Trevor from Obituary.
Oh yeah. We opened
for Catastrophic. It was pretty much it sounded like you think it sounds like Pyrexia with some Obituary riffs in there. It's pretty good. That band fizzled away pretty quick, I think, but that was fun.
I love Chris. That dude's so lovely. Like I'll send you the link to the interview I did with him because I'm pretty sure if you listen to an hour in, you hear him peeing.
Yep. Yeah, totally.
Man.
I had to turn it to because I was like this. I don't know how to turn it on for adults only because I was like this. I didn't know what he was doing. Yeah. And I was just sitting there and I'm just listening and he's just still talking. He's like, "Oh, we'll continue the interview." I was like, "Oh, where's he taking me?" He's like, taking me through the studio or something. And he sets it down. I'm like, "Oh, he's probably getting a beer or something." And all I hear is him peeing.
Deal, man.
I watched it. I drive around.
Show's got to go on.
I drive around a service van all day as a locksmith, and I was watching some of it earlier this morning, driving around. His comment cracked me up about I'm not gonna I don't want chili peppers in my ice cream. Come on. It was cracking up, dude. That was great.
Yeah, I move out to the East Coast in 2 years, so I'll be chilling with them all the time. Gutter Christ, Waking the Cadaver, all those guys.
Oh yeah,
Your by the way, your vocals, dude, is absolutely insane. I was gonna ask you for a feature on this upcoming band I'm doing, so look out in your DM.
All right, man, check it out. And Dennis did some of the low stuff on the song Corpse, so Dennis chipped in on some of the guttural stuff too. Yeah,
all that low gurgly stuff was me.
The gutturals on Corpse,
and he's got
slam riff.
The main vocals.
That was Dennis. So he's got pipes too. He just likes to spread the work around,
I'm not as good of a lyric writer as this guy. He's got books and books full of lyrics.
Oh yeah, he's got tomes of lyrics, bro. Just pages and pages of lyrics.
Oh yeah, for sure. Is there any features you guys would love to have on an album eventually?
What do you mean? What's that feature?
You mean like guest musician
on one of our recordings?
Like a guest vocalist.
Sky's the limit, man.
Yeah,
anybody who wants to come through.
Yeah, whoever likes the band and wants to contribute, we're all for it because oftentimes we don't really know who may or may not be fans of the band. Every now and then I'll meet a band and they'll say they're fans, and I'll be surprised because I'm like, I don't even know who we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. We do need a bass player, so
we do need a bass player. Unfortunately, our bass player passed away earlier this year. So we've kind of been going without. We miss him, our old boy Matt Hernandez.
Yeah, Matt was my oldest friend, like the person that I've known longer than anybody that I still talk to. And after that, it's Dave and Pete and Jeff actually. And this guy too. I met this dude on the city bus like 30 years ago. He gave me a demo tape of his little grind band.
And he was like, hey man, hey buddy. He's like, hey kid, you ever heard of slam death metal? You
Yeah,
heard of Devourment? I was like, no, but that sounds pretty cool. Then it's like, what about Jungle Rot? I was like, I've heard Jungle Rot. And then I think I got your number or something. And
Yeah,
you stay in touch.
Yeah, I think so.
High school at the time.
I thought your name was John Langley for like 25 years. It's just that was way before internet, when you can look up somebody and be like, oh, that's his name. Oh shit,
Yeah.
I've been saying it wrong.
For sure. Like, you guys were definitely killing it. Like, I share music as much as I love, and you guys, like I said, you guys are kicking it off. I hope to see you at Shamrock Slaughterfest.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
I would love to. I'll probably. I'm gonna plan on going regardless. I mean, that Vegas band where they Cordyceps. He's got that band on there. I love them. God damn. And it's like sold. I'm there.
Yeah, I've
It's
been
one of my favorites.
bands that I was like, he was like, do you have any suggestions on bands you would want to see? I said Mortician.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I don't think they play out of New York anymore, because they don't go on tour as much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been down here a few times, one off.
last year.
Yeah.
But like, I would love to see Mortician, Skinless.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, Skinless.
I've never seen Skinless.
I saw them on their first tour, man, with what was it? With Christian. I think it was Christian, and who else? And I think Angel Corpse and Skinless. Wackies, actually. Yeah. I still have the shirt that I bought at that show. When the I forget the vocalist's name, he still had his long dreads, and
Sure.
I still have the T-shirt from that show. It's a sleeveless. It's all beat to shit. I play drums in it. I have for a long time. And yeah, oh yeah, I love that first album, man.
Well, yeah, like Skinless is one of those bands, like, I feel like not a lot of people know, but a lot of people do, if that makes sense.
They brought hardcore and death metal together into one band and actually did it right and did it well. That's one thing that I always loved about them. Is I like hardcore, but I'm not as into it as I am death metal. And those two genres, I guess, if you will, are merged in that band, especially on that first album and the second one. And it's just perfect. Absolutely perfect.
I wanted to mention one time you said, Dave, that Internal Bleeding and like Skinless were like the biggest bands in the death metal scene next to Cannibal Corpse, or like Internal Bleeding was like one time almost
very early days of death metal, when Cannibal was on their rise. Eternal Bleeding was just as big as Cannibal. I saw it everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, but Cannibal, ended up taking the cake in the end, and then Morbid Angel blew up. Gigantic is huge back then too. And then here came along Deicide with his upside down cross on his forehead. That shit blew him up.
Hell yeah.
All those guys are still going pretty much. Oh, don't forget Immolation, one of my favorite bands ever.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh snap! I definitely wish my co-host was here. You guys would be talking about Immolation like no other.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
I've opened a number of times, and I've actually got props from them one time, and I was just like, I can die happy now.
That close to a world below, man. Whew.
Definitely
one of the best ever.
Dave, you definitely got to add Sebastian and talk Immolation. That man will not, like, when I made the announcement for him coming on, he was like, "Can you add an Immolation song to it?" I'm like, "Yeah, if I want to get sued." And he's like, "What do you mean get sued?" I was like, "I don't get licensing to that shit."
Yeah.
I was like, anymore, like, if you get copyrighted, you could get sued in a minute, because a lot of fucking stuff will happen.
Yeah.
A big label.
Because I think, like,
doing that.
Today we released.
Most of the time they send a cease and desist. Oh, sorry, our bad. But
Shit, my address is nowhere to be found. You can even type me into the black hole internet. Like one of my coworkers can type your name in and find out where you live, your address, and
yeah,
everything. And he typed that in, and he's like, "This is this your address?" I was like, "Yeah." When I was like 5, he's like, "Damn, where the hell do you?" He's like, "How come I can't find you?" I was like, "This. I moved around when I was a kid.
Oh man,
I'm not having the government find me. Fuck that idea."
off the grid.
But
Hell yeah.
like, definitely, I'll put a word in at Braxton and say, "Get these guys on."
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
love it.
Because I definitely like my goal is like the poster to I think not the blue one but the purple one right there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get that fully signed by every guest I've had on the podcast.
Oh, nice,
Hell yeah.
sweet.
Oh yeah.
That'd be cool. He did that with a bunch of the posters for the Shamrock Fest. A bunch of the bands signed
Yeah.
posters.
Yeah, we
and
all signed it. A bunch of posters. Yeah, it was cool.
yeah,
Because I think like I started doing that when Don signed it. Then like I was like, this is a bitch to get signed. And like I have bands from like France, Russia, Italy, and I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm gonna get all 150 signatures at all.
Never say never, bro. Never say never.
Hey,
Unless
you
they
never
all
know.
come. Unless they all come to the
Euro
fest.
trip. Couple of Euro trips, you might get it done. One Euro fest. Or just get him on the fest. Tell Brian to get him on the fest, right?
We're working on being in Germany next year, so there might be
Oh.
a chance.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Playing Death Open Air, that's ran by Luca from Stuartburth.
Oh, okay.
That's
Hell
definitely a festival. If you guys want to play Europe, definitely hit up Luca. He's open to every genre. I swear that man was like, "You want to come out?" And I'm like, "Where am I going to sleep?" He's like, "Get a tent." I was like, "I'm not sleeping in a tent, Germany."
I would.
Are gonna sleep. What?
Die for metal.
Yep.
I
I've
was like,
done worse for metal, that's for sure.
It's like a tent. It's like are there mosquitoes? What kind of insects? What kind of wildlife we talking? Bears, mosquitoes, ants? You gotta get a feel for the nature.
yeah, I'm not trying to wake up in the middle of the night like, "Oh shit, boo boo's in the tent."
Yeah, you don't want to be the next death metal song title.
Death by a bear.
In Arkansas, at that Arkansas fest at the Field of the Dead when Cheese Grater played out there, we camped.
Oh fuck.
He's got campground out there. It was all right. It wasn't too bad. It
Yeah,
wasn't
it's
too
got
hot.
like
It
100 acres.
was a decent temperature,
Fuck yeah.
but there was coyotes apparently. So it's okay. Nope. Stay in your tent.
But if you're a drummer, we're looking for an online drummer. If you just want to send some, we'll send some stuff to you.
Yeah. I'll program it for you. I don't. Yeah, I'm already. I would love. Trust me, I would love to do it. I want to play as much as possible for whoever. But yeah, I'm already. I'm backlogged.
Because like drummers in Iowa are so scarce. Like legitimately, I asked like the 4 drummers I know. I'm like, "Would you be interested?" And they're like, "Not really." I'm like, "Fuck."
Yeah, we
Yeah,
had
it's the same in Texas. There's a lack of drummers down here for sure in Texas.
Yeah, stayed in Iowa a few days ago, and over in Omaha in Council Bluffs.
Oh fuck.
I was just there. I took my kids up there to that Slam Dakota. I took the kids
Oh
up there.
yeah, we just
early.
played Slam Dakota with Cheese Grater
Yeah.
Restoration.
Fuck. Did you guys see Truck Stop Dickville?
No, that's all I'm on there.
Early there the first day. Yeah.
I had to play and cut out early so I could go and get something to eat, go back to the hotel, go to bed, and wake up. I woke up at like 8 o'clock in the morning, got breakfast, got the kids up, left 9 o'clock in the morning from Sioux Falls, drove straight back to Texas. Fucking
Yeah, luckily it's a pretty smooth drive though.
it's not a bad drive. Got a freaking ticket in Kansas though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. My son was in the back seat sleeping, and he freaking and the guy was like, "How old is that passenger?" I was like, "Oh, great."
Mhm.
So he gave me a ticket for that, and they classify it as a misdemeanor in Kansas. And so it's you have to appear this. I'm like, whoa, what? I live 700 miles away, dude.
You will
So
be appearing in Kansas.
I will be appearing on Zoom. I already talked to the clerk. I called him this morning. So yeah.
I don't think I ever want to go to Kansas now.
they
Just
got me.
drive to it.
I didn't realize I was. I thought I didn't realize the speed had. I didn't realize that had slowed down where I was, and then I came up over this hill, and there he was. Like, fuck.
That's the worst. That's where God, I hate cops. But I don't think I have any more questions. I know this was more of a bullshit conversation, like that's us chilling, talking death metal.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm down.
pretty much,
Yeah. Always down to talk.
I'd rather this be a more wholesome and like interview in a sense. Like people see how relaxed people are. We can chat, be
Yeah.
ourselves.
We love death metal, like all the because me and this dude and Dave too. He puts together shows. Sometimes me and Dave work the shows. I backline with all my gear and all stuff like that. And, we talk to all these bands that come through all the time, and they're all worried. Well, can I get this? Is this going to happen? Are we going to be able to do this? I'm like, look, dude, I'll tell you the same thing I tell everybody. We're death metal worshipers here. You're going to get everything you want. Don't worry. We are here for you. Like, this is what we do. And that's it.
Yeah, John here is responsible for a lot of the booking of the heavier bands down here in San Antonio. So he brings a lot of good, death and black and thrash and all the good parts of metal down to San Antonio. So, fortunately we get the chance to help with a lot of those shows and open a lot of those shows. So it's a benefit not only to the city but to, a lot of the bands in the city as well.
Okay.
Yep.
What are some of the favorite bands you've booked?
Favorite bands. Okay, starting from the top: Mortician, Dismember, Monstrosity, Nasty Savage, Whiplash. Let's see, Morbosidad. Man, I would just bring every Internal Suffering. I got
There's a
Internal
lot, yeah.
Suffering coming next Tuesday. Man, you guys gotta help me. Got Tim Ripper Owens. I got to work with the Rip, and that was sick. And there's so many. Sacramento was sick. Yeah, dude, I got to work. I saw him headline at Maryland Death Fest, and then like the next year, I got to book him once, and then with my buddy Kyle, and then we got him again like the next year. So right before he passed, we got to work with them right before that happened, and that was like an insanely grateful experience for me. And oh man, there's a lot, man. I gotta bring up Bust Out the Flyer, but. Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff coming my way next year. Possibilities, we're gonna see how next year goes. I've heard a couple of things. You gotta wait till the eggs hatch. You know what I mean, before it's actually happening. But yeah, those top ones were pretty much top of my list right there.
Oh yeah, I definitely got to come down to Texas and see one of your shows.
Yeah, man,
They're always good.
Yeah,
busts his ass, dude. He busts his ass to make sure the shows go off well, and most of the shows that this dude puts together have a turnout. Everything goes smooth, sounds great. Everything just rolls fucking perfect. And so yeah, you need to talk to this guy.
You need a book down here in San Antonio. There's plenty of places to play.
Yeah, if you ever need an extra stagehand, let me know. I have experience doing that now. I do that here in town.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Next big thing.
Yeah, I'm a sound. I'm pretty much the sound guy in the area when it comes to not only in all the bands I play, but if I'm at a show, I'm usually the one trying to deal with the sound. But yeah, because it's really important for me, like I said before, that people can hear the music that they're there to hear. Oftentimes I'll be at a really big show and it sounds terrible, and I'm just like, am I the only one who can hear this? So I usually make it my own personal quest to ensure that it always sounds good at every show. as much as
I'm that
possible.
way too, because I'm the same way. Like a lot of these bands a lot of bands that come through here, a lot of bands that I'll see playing, and so a lot of them are friends of ours, and like I'll pick up on stuff too. The show's running behind, or this guy's taking forever getting his shit off the stage, or something like that. And so I'm just there hanging out, and I just start helping people. It's like, here, let's get this. Come on, hurry up, let's go. It's a need, Like I want to make sure it goes well, and everybody has a good time, and everybody is taken care of, whether I had anything to do with the show or not. I don't know. It's just the way I am with this music.
Oh hell yeah, that's what's up. That's like the venue I work is okay. It's like a big ass venue. I don't mind it, but like there was like I think last time I worked. Hopefully my boss doesn't listen to this, or else I'm gonna get my ass chewed. But fucking, we were loading out a band, and this guy was like rushing us to like us stagehands to rush us, and he's just standing there with his arms crossed, and we're like, this. Okay, fucker, we're going as fast as we can. There's only 5 of us, and you have the band like taking their sweet ass time wrapping everything up.
Yeah.
And like he was doing a countdown on us and everything, and we loaded them out in like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, I told my boss, I was like, I will never work for a metalcore show again.
Yeah.
It's the metalcore's fault. That's funny.
Because like I think like the band, my favorite band loaded in so far is Carcass. That shit was insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. What was
That's
that?
a good one.
A lot of.
Oh yeah,
It's definitely a good one.
I gave the sound engineer for them. I gave him like 2 joints, and he gave me a handful of Carcass picks.
Fuck yeah!
Nice.
Hell yeah!
I was like, I don't think this is an even trade, but I'm gonna keep these in my pocket in case he says I need those back. He's not getting these back.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, I thought you didn't want those. They're in my car. Wait.
My car's parked all the way downtown.
One time I did stagehand shit for like only one show. It was ICP, and it was like so much equipment, so much pallets of Fago and tricycles, and yeah, they had the giant ICP light bulb stand thing. We had to load in these giant stands that spelled out ICP with and then check all the lights like a Christmas tree and cut stuff down. It was a lot. It was a lot of stuff. Those guys bring a lot of stuff with them.
That's what my boss told me, because like they had ICP when I was in Florida, and he was like, "You lucky son of a bitch." He's like, "I hate loading these guys in, and they make the fucking floor sticky as hell."
Yeah, but
They leave a mess.
how you gonna get a turnout like no other?
They definitely leave a mess.
Yeah, you don't have to promote those guys. You get a turnout. But
So
yeah.
I think we're all set here.
I was gonna tell story, boss. One more story though about one more thing was with the EP hauled off in chunks. How it came about was Dave was explaining a riff to somebody, and he was chopping it up with the guy, and he was like, "Yeah, you just take each piece of the song, you just haul it off in chunks." And I just turned and I looked at him, I was like, "That's it. That's the name." I was like, "That's a winner right there." I was like, he wasn't even talking about anything brutal. He was just talking about how his song structure, and I was like, "Got it, man." But yeah, boss.
Yeah, that's the demo name.
Then we saw the artwork somewhere. We saw something similar somewhere, and we found out that it was John Zig that made the similar art. And
we're going through Zig's page,
and I know I've known John Zig for a long time. We played a lot of shows with Images of Violence back then, way back.
Yeah,
he did the logo, and so had to get him.
Yeah,
had to get him. He's the Texas guy.
Yeah,
the go-to. You can't lose.
Made most of the death metal covers for most bands for 80% of the bands throughout.
I didn't even realize who he was when we first started jamming and doing shows with Images of Violence. And I would find out, I do band art and stuff. I thought he was just a tattoo artist. and I found out, oh, he did this cover. Oh shit, he did that cover. Oh fuck.
Nah, he's world
All the
renowned.
bands I love, he did covers for. I'm like, oh damn, I gotta get that guy. Shit, hell
He's
yeah.
still the go-to. He's still the go-to. I think he made the last Suffocation cover or something, or two covers ago he made the Suffocation cover.
He made it look like
He's-
old school Seagrave.
Yeah.
It came out badass.
Oh yeah, for sure. The artwork's brutal. Like I love it. Like I definitely think I might go to him for the next design. I'm not sure because I'm very particular on the design because like we just did the new design with the Predator. And like I that's my buddy Audic who lives in like Indonesia. And I was like, sent him a comic strip of the Predator ripping out the spine of someone. I was like, I want something like that. And he was like, what's my time frame? I was like 3 months. And like 3 months went by. I was like, do you have it done? He's like, no, I've been working on it, and sent me the picture. And I was like, that's sick as fuck.
Oh yeah. Damn.
Hell yeah.
I was like,
Yeah,
I definitely want. I was like, then the band Esophagus got back together. I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get in trouble if they ever see that design.
Oh yeah, they had that, didn't they?
They're all Predator.
They did the shit on that. Yeah,
Yeah, the Predator band.
We saw them at that Gulf Coast Fest a couple of years ago. And they came up here.
Yeah,
That was pretty
in Houston.
in Houston. Yeah,
They're from Chile, I believe.
yep.
Yeah, I had them on a Monday one time.
I think they played right after us.
I got to host them one time. Esophagus, fuck yeah.
I pulled 2 gigs that day. I did Cheese Grater and Surgery that day, and I think they played right after us because I remember I was loading out my drums right behind the stage and breaking down everything and just listening to their music. Fucking damn.
Yeah, that's definitely one slam band to fuck with. Esophagus. Fucking
Yeah, that was good.
Oh yeah, I like how the vocalist can sing like a goddamn Predator.
Yep.
But
yeah, well.
Sweet.
yeah, I'll definitely.
Yeah,
go
man.
to Texas.
Thanks for having us. Really appreciate it.
Hell yeah. Always good.
Thanks, Jacob.
Yep, you guys take it easy. We'll have you on for a part 2 when I have Seb with me.
Nope.
Like I told Dave prior, he's engaged with Dripping right now. He's recording the second album. I tried to call him a few minutes beforehand, and he's like this. I'm at the studio. What's up? Is everything okay? I was like, you're always in the goddamn studio.
That's got to work.
Getting shit work.
You gotta get it done.
Getting shit done at work.
Hell yeah.
Getting work done. Love
You
it.
guys take it easy.
I'm actually recording some stuff this weekend, so
Fuck yeah.
All right, Jacob.
Right on.
Thanks again,
Okay,
boss.
hopefully we'll see you out there at Shamrock.
hell yeah. Take it easy, man.
You as well.
The Wild Man